gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What it is, yes, indubitably. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today. What it is right here on profiles is real life, real talk by someone who really did that shit. What it isn't, what it ain't, never gonna be is added preservatives. So I was hey, what kind of Kool-Aid is that? The good kind, not the bullshit kind. ¿Sabes qué? We don't drink Capri Suns around here. Orale, I said we do Kool-Aid jammers. You feel me? Orale, we're all up in the mix and don't even know the flavor. But I'm about to give you some knowledge you can get in college, or can you? I don't know. One never knows, does one. This is knowledge you can't get in college. I even fucked up my own catchphrases because ¿sabes qué? It's early in the morning. Dispensa la tira like the Gap Band. You dropped the bomb on me. So trip out. As you can tell by the thumbnail right there, we're talking about the 805ers. Simon, the 805ers. And there's a lot of these young kids nowadays, orale 661, stand up, that don't know exactly who the 805ers were. That RANFLAS was a strong clica, a powerful RANFLAS. Okay, let me tell you something. Growing up as I did as a youth in the California Youth Authority, the California Department of Corrections, the California whatever it was, right? Just gangbanging period. I came in contact with a lot of the 805ers. My first contact with the 805ers, and people are asking, all right, Babo, so you said 805 gang of time. Who are they, right? We're talking about vatos from Santa Ruta, Bakersfield, Oxnard, Ventura, stand up, right? That whole area, Lompoc, just a whole bunch of fucking Southsiders ready to do whatever, because they can get it on, homie, in any type of weather. You know what's fucking on? Or in a menudo style in direct fashion. These were the Southsiders that were really maintaining at that time as far as upstate Southsiders, right? They were considered upstaters by us, but they were really downstate. They were really south. Now, you remember that the border is at Bakersfield. Actually, the end of Delano, right? That's an imaginary line. That's something we put out there, right? It was not supposed to be like, okay, so this is Southern California, this is Northern California. No, it was not like that. It was something we put out there. We went as far being norteños as to Delano. There was norteños in Bakersfield, you know, the higher, the sock, the downer, the full at one point in time. But then there stopped being. Now I hear there is. I don't know. I can't call it like an alcoholic. What I can say is the 805 area, man, ain't nothing scarier than a motherfucking 805 will run up on you with a 9mm and a Bull Terrier, right? They're down to handle their business. And these were the individuals that were putting it down out there, meaning Southside versus North at that time. Okay, this is prior to anyone else gravitating up north and vatos establishing and all that. These 805ers were about as close as it can get. You know, they would fight with vatos from Delano, vatos from Tulare County, King County, Kern County. It all fucking mixed in. You know, vatos handled their business. But I remember my first episode coming into a vato from 805. Hey, well, who was this vato? You know what I mean? So I didn't know what Bakersfield was. I said I didn't want to move to Bakersfield. But I came to find out real quick that the 805 was down to put their work in. I remember pulling up to NRCC, Sacramento, Ramona Drive, man. I get there, I'm a young buck, I never knew nothing, right? In a menudo style in direct fashion. Pintaban. I was mami con un pinche bolsita, one jabón, one soap, and 2 pictures. I don't even know whose pictures they were. They came under my door one day. I tried to tell the cop they weren't mine. He said, keep them. I said, fuck it. So it was un negra and fucking, and some white guy doing this. Fuck it. Mobbing. Pintaban. And I remember they assigned me to Dorm 1. Dorm 1 was for the youngsters. You know, the guys of younger age, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever the case may be. Then they had Dorm 2, Dorm whatever. And it went on and so forth. As you gravitated to the Dorms 2, 3, 4, 5, you got older, okay? I was a young buck, so of course they put me in Dorm 1. Now, Dorm 1 and Dorm 2 were known to be the ones to set it off. The younger the socks, the downer, the fools, right? The younger the vatos, they're going to act the fool because we were more unstructured. We didn't carry ourselves with too much professionalism. We just didn't give a fuck, right? We were into the YA games. The mentality was get off at all times. Now, at this time up north, they were bringing Southsiders from down south. I guess SRCC, which was the Southern California Reception Center for the Youth, was always filled up. Of course, vatos from LA were killing people every day, allegedly, right? So it was filled up. They would send the vatos from Bakersfield and the 805 area, usually up north. Now, not all the time. There was a lot of vatos from Santa Ruta, and that whole area right there, Ventura, that actually went to SRCC, but they did send a lot of vatos from Bakersfield, Lamparas, which is Lompoc, and that whole area up north. So I remember getting into my cell and meeting the homeboy Inez from Isa Fresno Bulldogs, right? And the vato tells me, hey, check it out, perro. Well, hold on now, I know perro, but I mean, we could talk, right? He said, hey, they just brought a busload, humps, of Southsiders from Bakersfield from the 805. I said, no, to what degree of the 805? What is the 805? He said, that's their area code. Okay, just like we have the 209, you have the 408, the 415, the 510, the 707. My roots go back to Floyd and Harris. I pull a 48 out of my ball cap. I shove it down my esophagus. You know what I'm saying? The 213, orale, S6, stand up. 619, I already know, and the 916. Because Vatos, they'll get mad. So you didn't even shout out my area code, homes. What about the 530? Orale, you guys get yours too. Anyways, prior to the 661 was the 805, and it was a very well-known, established area. You know, back then everybody went by their area codes. If you said 209, you already knew it was Stockton, Modesto, Merced, Madera, all the way fucking. We had the biggest area codes, so we're big, right? But the 805 wasn't to be slept on. These vatos from Bakersfield and that whole area were about that business. I was about to find out, right? Let me tell you a story that I've never told. So anyways, he tells me, hey, a busload just pulled up yesterday. We're going to get off where we're mad at. I was like, well, fuck it, on la primera, right? I'm down. This was going to be my first melee, my first time getting involved in a north-south issue while incarcerated. Because in Merced, California, in the juvenile hall, we didn't have Southsiders like that. You know, and if they did, they kept them separated. There was a wall. There was a thin line between the pedazo and fate. Orale. They didn't fucking mix us because I gave one about the kid from law. Like, I'm going to keep it real. Respects to law, but we were going to kill him, allegedly, right? And vice versa. I knew they would do the same thing. If I went to fucking Centro or what was that shit called? You know what I mean? LP or Silmar, whatever they called it. They would smoke my shit, right? No, fuck that. Anyways, on we go. So the vato tells me, yeah, we're going to get off. All right, fuck it. Let's go. La primera. So when we go to the day room, there's all these chairs lined up in rows, right? So of course, you go as your cell goes and we're all lined up and there's like about 40 or 50 norteños. This is a fact. This is actual factual. Sometimes it's factual, but it's about to get real, right? Ain't where it ain't. It's about to get really real. It's going to get real, right? And all of a sudden, the vato named Rooster from Fresno comes out. And I remember when he came out, he had this pinchy look in his eye like he was about to do something bad to somebody, right? I didn't even know that 5 vatos from Bakersfield had came out. Everybody was looking at him except for me. I was the baboso that just came the day before, so I didn't know who was who and what was what. I was just going to swing at whoever came close to me, period, right? Or wherever the homeboy fucking ran my celly, I got his back. He said, I got your skin out, right? To the fullest. So anyways, fucking Rooster comes out from Fresno, and the placa looks at him kind of like, damn, the vato's going to get off where he's mad at. And sure enough, con un pinche Rooster, gallo negro. You know what I mean? Baddest hands in fucking all of LA, right? This vato comes out and says, what's up? This is Norte Bulldogs, and gets off immediately. 5 Southsiders jump up and start swinging them things. 805ers in a real way. They weren't no suckers, weren't no punks. They handled their business for about a good 10 seconds before 40 Northerners were on them, con chairs y todo mal, right? It was ugly. It was an ugly situation for them, but at the same time, they handled it. Now, let me tell you about what happened a few days later. So the placa snatch us all up, maces flying, they're dubbing us on our fucking foreheads. They take us back to ourselves. We're high-fiving each other. Orale, we handled our business. Thumb wrestle, right? We're all happy. We're all sparked because we just got off. You know, it's like a notch on our belt. Yeah, we got those fucking Southsiders. They can't. Hey, on the north side, this is how we ride. Red rag till we die. You know what I mean? We're feeling all pumped up. And what's going to happen next is they're going to turn it on us. So Chicano style. Real talk, right? They're about to get their issues. So we're all on lockdown and we see the Southsiders walking by because they had kept them at the end of the tier. I remember it was dark and dank in there and smelled like fucking pedo, right? They kept them way at the end of the tier, but these vatos are still going to the chow movement. They're still going to fucking yard. We had a little yard in front of the building. They're still going to the day room to watch fucking whatever was on. You know, Esmeralda. They're watching novelas. They're watching Soul Train. You know what I mean? They're watching Bobby Brown fucking Don't Be Cruel, cause I would never be that cruel to you. They're coming back like, I know, it's it, right? So we're all fucking jealous, bro. We're understanding like, yeah, I'll hold, right? Because we're on lockdown. The Norteños are on lockdown. And it was our own demise, man. It was things that we were doing that put us on lockdown. So yeah, we were getting off. But what happens? Anyone know? Oh, more Southsiders came, right? They brought another busload, so now they're about 10 or 15 strong. Guess it, and they got a strong clique, right? And we're looking from ourselves like, Houston, we have more sureños, right? It was going to be ugly. We knew it was going to be an ugly situation. So we figured they were going to bring us out with these 805ers. Now, again, they were all 805ers. They were all vatos coming from fucking, like I said, Bakersfield, Arvin, Ventura, wherever they were. There was one vato from Santa Barbara, Santa Bruta. They were bringing all these individuals from the 805, and they were repping home, big old 805s on their throats, fucking on their chin, on their tongue. You know what I mean? They were just down for their area. So we knew right off the top, and now I was starting to decipher, and I was starting to figure out who was who and what was what, and how, to what degree I was going to hurt them, right? Or they were going to hurt me. They got me, right? So we're thinking, okay, they're going to release us all. Bam, it's going to get off in the day room again. Orale, lockdown situation until, because this is a reception. You only stay there for so long and then they ship you out. This was prior to me going to Nellis. I ended up getting my box and I was sad to go to Nellis, but that's neither here nor there. This ain't a Nellis story. So anyways, trip out. Fucking, we're thinking, okay, they're going to release us all, but they don't do it. They pull a cold move on us. They say we're going to release 2 cells of Norteños with the Southsiders. So we're like, well, that's some boo-boo to fool shit, right? We already know what's going to happen to us. You know what I mean? Guess what cell is? Cell 105, top cell 104, 105. Orale. Why have to be 104? That's shit gang banging, right? Well, guess who's in cell 104? I'm still here, right? That'll be me and Marcelo Inez, right? And there was a homeboy named Homie from Hayward and another homeboy, man. I don't even know his name because he ran. Anyways, they released us. And we're going to the gym. Now, prior to this, I didn't even know there was a fucking gym there at NRCC, but we're going to the Pinchy gym. So the homeboy's like, hey, be on your toes, right? These fools are going to get off. We walked in 2 líneas. I remember all the Southsiders, they're looking, pants pulled up to their nipples. They're like, dum, 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 dum. They're looking at us like, yes, see, we're going to have carne asada tonight from the norte, right? We're looking at them like, bing, da, ba. See the photos in the town, and you know we're going to put it down, bing. Chest stones all up and shit, skinny ass little kids, pimples everywhere. But we're all down to handle our business. That's a fact. Ain't no one scared. Well, one was, but we'll tell you about that right now. So anyways, we get into this gym, and I remember there's like a glass room, and people are in there working out. There's a big ass Southsider, bro. He's only like 14 years old, but he looks like he just paroled from Old Folsom. He's in there getting, his name's Tweety, right? So I was getting to what water from Bakersfield he's from. I know, but I can't tell you, right? Anyways, he's getting his issue. Saz. You know what I mean? He's over there looking like Ivan Drago. What time I'm looking at him like, fuck. You mean I'm going to have to fight that one? Because I was the tallest homeboy. They were like, Simon, I mean, unless you want me. And I said, yeah, old, right? I got it. Anyways, nothing's really cracking. We can see him throwing a little junta, looking at us. We're looking back. They're looking at us. We're looking back. They're looking at us. We're not really looking back, right? We're like, fuck it. We're going to handle our business before they do. So the homeboy in this says, hey, look, as soon as we line up, bro, I'm getting off. I got to get off what we're mad at because we're going to get jumped. That's a fact. You can see it coming. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh no. Right? It was about to go down. Órale pues, right? It was gonna be ugly. So anyways, it's time to leave. It's yard recall. It's right, it's gym recall. And they're like, hey, line it up. And the homeboy says, okay, you ready? I said, Simone, handle it, right? I didn't realize that the fucking Vato bird had a big ass weight in his hand still. Kicking it, going muscles about the size of my motherfucking face, right? And he's kicking back like that. And I swear to you, Holmes, the little Inez keeps walking. He walks past me and I'm like, there you go. You got your way. Watch it. And now you go. And he was like, hey, what's up, Bessie? To this full. And now this is prior to us saying N. We did say that a couple years later, but we said S, we said homie, we said foe, we said the higher, the sock, the downer, the foe. We said all kinds of shit. Same shit, right? Everyone else said. He was like, what's up, Bessie? Bulldogs, right? Norte. And the fool says, boop, bop. He hit the homeboy. And we started getting off what we were mad at, right? And I'm over here like, yeah, I got him. I had this fool named Clover from Okie Baker's. Oh, Clover, right? You know what time it is. And now let's get bang, bang. So I had him. And all of a sudden, as I went up for a mid-swing, motherfucker hit me with the weight, allegedly, right? Thumb ain't never been the same. You see, one goes one way, the other one goes the other way. They call my thumb Chueco. That's his new nickname. Anyways, I had a broken thumb the whole time. I felt like a poop butt. I was walking around with hey, who is it? The northerner with the cast. Everyone telling on me. Couldn't deny it, so I was scared. I was the only one looking stupid with a cast on my hand, right? But they broke my shit. Now, that was an 805 move, bro. That was the first time that I seen weaponry used while incarcerated as a youth. And I said, fuck this, it's time for me to grab a knife, right? I already knew because at that point in time, I was like, damn, these fools took it to the next level. And that was just the 805er in them. That was that area. Now, to take it back in history, you got to understand that area has been around for a long time. Santa Ruta, Santa Monica. I mean, not Santa Monica. What's that? The fucking, they got all that. I don't know. So you know what I'm talking about? Lompoc, Ventura, Oxnard, there's old school barrios like Chiques, South Oxnard, barrios like Barrio Bakers, Colonia, Lomita, barrios like Okie Bakers, man, Bakers 13. Then, of course, you have Lámparas, the Lamps, 13. You have just all these different clicas, West Side Santa Ruta, all these different barrios that are established for the South, okay, that have been doing it as Southsiders, maintaining, and of course, they have camaradas and homeboys that are doing their thing, and that's their business in prison. But at the same time, these vatos had it bad on both fronts, but always held it down on both fronts. With the norteños, these were the enemigas because we knew they posed the most threat to us. They were the closest to the norte, meaning the homeboys from Delas, West Side Delano, East Side Delano, used to go at it with them. And Tulare County, they used to fucking travel, and everyone used to fucking, shit used to hit the fucking fan. It's cagada everywhere. Mierda for everybody, right? So we already knew what time, Paru used to go down, right? We already knew what time it was. But also, while incarcerated, these were the guys we came into most contact with. And I'm going to keep it real, man. They were a strong RANFLA that were down to handle the business. They bought this from Bakersfield and Santa Bruta and all that area. They weren't no fucking punks, bro. They were a different level of Sureño, of Southsider, right? They had a lot to prove. A lot to get off their chest. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand, when they were locked up, there's always a lot of internal conflict when it comes to the Southside Cadre. They got a lot of enemigas. Yeah, they're all supposed to come together for power, but at the same time, vatos can't get over the fact that this fucking vato dusted spider. Hey, tres putas shit. So there's some type of animosity. When it comes to the vatos from Santa Bruta and Bakersfield and all that area, Lompoc, they're looked at as not being from down south, even though they literally are from Southern California. Vatos from Los, San Diego, National City, that areas, or them areas, Inland Empire, that are from fucking deep down in the jungles, right? Deep down south, straight Aztec pyramid shit. They feel like the vatos are too up north to be Southsiders, so there was always that movement right there. There was always them looked at some type of way, so they had to earn their respect. They said, no, they definitely did. And as far as the norteños, well, we consider them sellouts, vatos that didn't want to participate in our reindeer games, right? So we were handling our business. So they had it bad on both sides, but stood strong, 10 toes to the motherfucking concrete. Orale, menudo. To everybody. They're still established. They're still here, right? So I gained a lot of respect, a lot of admiration for the 805ers. Somewhere along the line, such as life, area codes change. We got 661, and I don't even know what else they got, to tell you the truth. I don't be down there like that. I just wiggle on through Baker's Orderly. I might stop at In-N-Out, get in, get out, animal stack it, bitch, and I'm out, right? On my way to Los, on my way to the San Fernando Valle. But at the same time, or we must. But I do go down to Bakersfield and pass through, and I see that it looks the same as it's always looked. Vatos smoking meth on the corner, and vatos handling business at the night, right? And that's just how it is. So I just wanted to do something on the 805 and give them the respect and tell that story, because a lot of people sleep on that RANFLA. A lot of people sleep on the vatos from Bakers and Santa Bruta and Lámparas and Oxnard, Chiques, South Oxnard and Rio and all these fucking different barrios that are there that have been around for a very, very, very long time. A lot of people don't understand, but there was a lot of shit that came out of Bakersfield. A lot of oppression in Bakersfield, and the flower bloomed from Bakersfield. There's a lot of fucking influential vatos that came from there, in and out of prison. So they're not to be slept on. They're an acquired taste, though. Let me tell you something about Bakersfield. Vatos that go there, you feel it's like an island. That's it. They don't give a fuck. They're all about them, and that's it. Like I said, they've always had friction with vatos from Los. They've always had friction with vatos from up north, so they've always stood strong for them, and I fucking salute it and respect it. But Bakersfield is not just the 805, man. Like I said, there's other areas like Santa Bruta, down south. I consider Southern California because that's what it's always been. And Oxnard, Ventura, well, that's a whole different level. Them vatos are on a different level. Vatos, 805, really about their shit, menudo style. Anyways, if you ever catch them in passing, you ever see vatos from that area, man, just know the original 805ers, man, that was a very strong clique that I ran into. I had a lot, and I mean a lot of dealings with when it comes to fucking these. And that's just what it be like, man. The vato Clover, like I said, that was involved in that melee, me and him fought several times, allegedly. Throughout the years in Nellis, man, he ended up being there, and he was like, it's our time. This is our time, mister. On Pyro, we gonna get you, right? He tried, he failed. But it happened, I can't be mad at him. Spence on la tira, Clover, respect. Pero, bang, bang. Skinner was about his. And that's just what it was. Anyways, with that being said, man, much respects. Hey, salutes to the motherfucking 805ers, man. All you vatos. One of the strongest carros I ever met. I ever had the fucking privilege of being around. And you guys continue as such. And for that, I say, man, you got your spill on. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. Getting your mind right so you can shine right. Orale. With that being said, man, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about love. Orale, Filipini. It's all about love, man. It's all about going out there and love what you do for your familia so that you can provide for them, so they can provide the love back to you. You know what it is. La raza, come together, unite, stand strong in these fucking toiling times. You know what it is. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. I fucks with you. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the unity of all people. For those that hate me, fuck you. Straight up. Bang, bang. The gun.